Well, that certainly stirred everyone up as that national anthem of Wales, and we're almost ready for business. Interesting that the Southern Lionhearts come into this one. It's a pretty new setup, this, on behalf of the RFL. They play at the same level as the Northwest Lionhearts, which you saw the other week playing at Lee Miners. But it's interesting as well because a lot of these players, they play for clubs which aren't really renowned as being Heartland clubs. Teams such as Bedford Tigers, Birmingham Bulldogs, Hammersmith Hills Hoists, and away we go. So it's going to be first use of possession for the Southern Lionhearts as the ball bounces and bobbles. It'll be interesting to see how this ground holds up. It's been a lot of rain put down in the last 24 hours down here in South Wales. A run comes in from dummy half there from Joe Collins from the Gloucestershire All Golds. He'll play this 25 metres from his own line. They'll take things down this blind side. That's a big collision. What a big hit that was from Ben Stelmazak. Stelmazak really putting full throttle into that one. As Lionhearts moving things into the middle of the field through Luke Keeney. Keeney will play it on his own 40 metre line. Ball once again in the arms of that big front rower Christian Naylor. Ball goes loose. He's managed to palm it back, but it seems to have been dropped on there by the Welsh. And Mike Hurley gets hold of possession for Wales for the first time in this game. The Dragonhearts will launch this attack, and it's Daryl Moyle with the first carry. And it's good 5 or 6 metres. Much enthusiasm shown there by Grant Harrington as he puts the ball down this left-hand side. And now there's Sean Watton, one of the 3 brothers, playing in this line-up this afternoon for the Dragonhearts. Harrington again passes to his right-hand side. There's a penalty here for the Dragonhearts. Offside called against the Southern Lionhearts. So, attack to be taken. Ball switch to this left-hand side. There's big Sean Watton again. Second carry in quick succession for him. Forced backwards as well. Good tackle in the end by Pete Logan. He'll play this ball to Harrington. Harrington darts to the right. Now links with Stelmazak. Stelmazak still going. Big handoff from him. Put down just 5 metres from that try line. Heading towards the post here are the Dragonhearts. Long ball to the right hand side. Equally lengthy pass to Mike Hurley. Hurley's caught by the defence in a 2-man challenge there. There's 4 down that side in defence. Or somebody come out the line there. No, it ends up being a good hit on Lev Myers. Ball switch back to the middle. Here comes Daryl Moyle. Gets an offload back to Harrington. He's been a real thorn in the side so far. Just a few seconds old this game. In fact, 2 minutes gone. Kick comes in, threaded through, picked up again. Then a long ball wide. Could this be the first chance? And it is. He's converted. So with 2.5 minutes on the board, Adam Watton goes in for the opening score, and it goes the way of the Welsh Dragonhearts. Pretty good piece of play when it actually came. Ball came out the back. It was a little attempted chip forward, which bounded back, and Shane Lee got the ball wide, and Adam Watton finished off down this left-hand side. The Dragonhearts 4 points to the good. After that early error from the Southern Lionhearts, it's the Welsh Dragonhearts who open the scoring. A little bit of a patch-up job being done on the kicker, and it's going to be Mike Hurley to attempt the conversion. Once upon a time of the Scorpions, played some League One rugby. Now plying his trade with the Valley Cougars from East Wales. He's over on this left-hand side of the field as we look on. Ground falls silent. In he'll step right-footed. Has he got his range? He's got more than his range. He's got 2 points. 6 points to 0 in favour of the Welsh Dragonhearts. So good start to the game for the Dragonhearts. who during their history have been known as Welsh Amateurs, Wales A, and the Dragonhearts. And to commemorate the start of this 25th anniversary, there's actually 3 of the original Dragonhearts which are numbered amongst this noisy crowd beneath our video gantry. Delight to be here on our league. You'll be able to get plenty more action over the coming weeks. Myself and Terry will be around the country at various locations as the Southern Lionhearts get us underway again. Goes up in the air for Jeff Hick. He then feeds it back for some support. Good run coming in, Sean Watton. 10 metres away from his own line. That's where the ball will play. Will the Lionhearts defence hold? It does on that occasion. Good tackle coming in from Luke Keeney. Harrington scoops it to the right hand side, crashing his way through. And now the 30, almost 40 metres away from their own line. Good running out of dummy half this by Grant Harrington. He's up to halfway, quick as you like. Play the ball comes in. Here's Jeff Hick. Lovely stepping run from Hick. Feeds the ball back to Harrington in support. He then keeps it going. It's off down the right hand side. And here's Jonah Huntley. All wrapped up is the Ronda Outlaws fullback. Last tackle signalled here. Ball back to complete the set. Shane Lee with the kick. It's a testing one. Oh, and it's spilled by Luke Schofield. Gotta be honest, I thought that went backwards, the way he was facing his own post. But the referee has other ideas and awards the scrum in favour of the Dragonhearts. Delighted to be joined in commentary by Stuart Pryor. And Stuart, tell us a little. You're leading this programme, aren't you? What's this all about? This with introducing Southern Lionhearts.
Yeah, well, the Southern Lionhearts isn't a new concept. It's been around it was around for quite a few years, but due to cutbacks and I think staffing issues, there wasn't just quite enough people to spread it. Obviously, the game, people I think was shrinking, but it was still flourishing down south. And to help the RFL out, I stepped in as a volunteer to run on the Lionhearts programme, so I took it back down south.
And it's been a great start this for the Dragonhearts. They're putting plenty of pressure on, just 5 metres out from the line as Harrington operates dummy half. He'll duck, and in fact he'll dummy his way over. Wow, it just opened up for him then, didn't it?
Well, you mentioned the ball before, a couple of minutes old, he was being a little bit of a thorn, and he showed it here in out of D here. You know, he's getting around the ruck, he's making yards, and he's a little dinker, isn't he? He gets in there and gets round and gets away with it.
He does. Harrington, one of the Torfian Tigers who's taking the field this afternoon. I mentioned in build-up, they have 6 players. But what is really encouraging is that when I was looking this up before, Stuart, amongst the Southern Lionhearts, we've got 15 clubs represented, all in non-rugby league, or I should say, less traditional rugby league playing areas.
Non-traditional,
yeah. And for the Dragonhearts as well, we've got 7 clubs also included in their ranks too.
Listen, at the end of the day, we're on about, the Lionhearts programme is reward and recognition. It's about rewarding these guys and recognising that they compete in the sport. And to have 15 clubs represented is fantastic for me. I think that's brilliant. And same for the Welsh boys as well. Their game's growing down here. You know, they've got some good management on board now and a good structure in place, and they're going to do well.
Talking of doing well, let's see if Mike Hurley can set his sights on this one. Flags are raised and it is 12 points to 0 in favour of the Wales Dragonhearts. Delighted to be joining you here from the Knoll, one of the more traditional rugby union venues down here in Neath. Is this your first time here, Stuart?
Believe it or not, I played here in 1987
really?
for Oral Rugby Union. Yeah, we came on tour and I played at this very ground, and I remember going in that bar at the very end, right at after the game. Was, you know, this is a traditional stadium, as you know. Neath were they were the pinnacle team at one point in the South Wales valleys, and yeah, it's great to be back here. And that pitch, by the way, I was here. It's been relentless rain for 48 hours.
It's holding up well, isn't it?
I walked on it before. Seriously, it's like concrete in places. It's brilliant.
And when you consider that, there's been 80 minutes on before this as well, with the Welsh women making their debut. But it's the Lionhearts who trail by 12 points to 0 early doors in this game. And the Dragonhearts back in possession. Bursting run through almost to the 20 metre line. Play the ball comes in. Jeff Hick scoops it back over his shoulder. This is Sean Watton again. Real hustling, bustling runner through the middle. Almost 10 minutes of the game gone. Harrington will pick up. He'll send it down the right-hand side. Hurley, the ball over the top. This is Liam Watton. Liam Watton feeding the ball further wide to Harris. Harris stood the defence up then surged down that wing. Ball will be played to Harrington. He'll pass inside. Shane Lee keeps it moving to Hurley. Hurley's over that 40-metre line already. They look like they're ready for business here to the Dragonhearts as it comes down the left-hand side again. That's Stelmazak. Stelmazak to the edge of that. Well, they're actually 22-metre lines here.
Yeah, they've not remarked, has they, really?
Down this left-hand side it comes. That's a lovely threaded kick through. Is there too much of it? It bounces up in favour there of Lev Myers. He's set off on a run.
That's Levi Myers. He's a Birmingham Bulldogs lad. He's he really impressed in the trial, to be fair. He's quick, he's strong. I hope he gets his kicks today, because if he gets free, you'll not catch him. Looks very athletic. Yeah, very much so. So let's see if they can build from the back here. The Southern Lionhearts on the edge of their own 20-metre line. That's Schofield who plays it. Crashing the ball through that middle. Joe Collins. Comes down this right-hand side. Tell you what, he's a big kid for a standoff. Josh Spearing. Yeah. Seen him getting old a couple of times. I do like little Larry Pike as well. They're playing at 9. He's busy as well. So the Lionhearts approaching the halfway line. Ball back. You're in the company of myself, Dave Parkins. That's a huge kick. And Stuart Pryor. Fielded really well by Jonah Huntley, who starts the counter-attack. Oh, he's straight through the line. Oh, he just had the edge there. If he'd just been able to tip on, he was away. Ended up being a good tackle there by Dane O'Hare. Just to mention about Dane O'Hare, and I think there's one other, I think it's Luke Keeney. They're Antipodeans. All right, okay. So the programme allows, it's not an England representative programme, it's a reward and recognition. So people who are playing in them leagues, it's not about your nationality, this is about playing rugby. Again, a little bit of reward. I like that. It's giving everybody the chance of representative rugby, isn't it? That's right, and these guys will go on a tour next year. They'll go represent the south of England. They might be in places like Italy, Germany, Czech Republic. They'll be at one of them places, and they'll do well. As the run comes in there by Wes Cunliffe. Cunliffe to play this ball. About 30 metres from the line. It's now back with Shane Lee. He's punted that ball high, but it's gone backwards. It'll bounce. And bounce in favour of the Welsh Dragonhearts. Great tackle. Watton forced down, right near the touchline. Turnover possession. They had to scramble well there, didn't they? They did. And he did well, did Spearing at 6. Managed to get hold of the big lad and put him into touch. So let's see if the Southern Lionhearts can come away from this position. Picked up out of dummy half and run forward there by Schofield. A Reading grader. He was their top try scorer back in 2018. Not far from the top of the list again this season, to be fair. Good run by Logan. Up to that 40-metre line. Still they're in their own half though. Pike passes to his right-hand side. Big collision again. I think that was Tom Hayden, was it, number 10. Tom's been in a rep programme before. He's played actually for the teachers, the men's teachers, as Tom. I noticed they've got a southern selection this season as well, the teachers. Yeah, the teachers have been split up into North, South and Midlands, I believe. Not that I'm involved with that one either, Dave, I know you're a busy man. Yeah, I am a busy man, yeah. Chairman of the North West Men's League, involved in the Lionhearts, involved in GB teachers, yeah. Should I have another title as well? I think you're collecting them. Yeah, new commentator. And a bad one with a Wigan accent. # new commentary talent. Josh Spearing to play it in the middle of the field. Pipe passes left. Oh, there's about 6 players in front of the referee there. Had no other option but to give the penalty. I don't think the 12 actually got back. I think he was still coming back from the last tackle. Good chance this for the Lionhearts. Can they launch? Yeah, we've had no possession in their half yet. We need to have a little bit of attacking play in their 40, don't we? Don't know why we're not kicking for touch. Maybe they don't want to lose the ball in that lovely cricket field behind. In the pavilion, yeah. Tap taken. In runs Joe Collins. I think Joe's our oldest campaigner. He's well into his 30s. Is Joe?
Veteran. Can we call him a veteran?
Yeah, veteran. Yeah.
Surge coming in is from Matt Neild. So a quick change, 15 minutes in. Ball down this right-hand side. Good movement. Bouncing and bobbling off a couple of tackles there.
Yeah, I think he was trying to claim a shoulder charge there, and it wasn't. It was just impact. It was just collision.
Logan is 10 metres away from the line. Pipe passes right. Here. Taking on the line. Flicks it out the back. Oh, it's not gone to hand, unfortunately, there.
Possession is key.
They were looking quite promising there. They got themselves in a really good position. Got the ball both to left and right of the ruck. Had several men in motion, and sadly the pass wasn't quite up to it.
See, I mean, to be fair to these lads from the south, they've had one. We put the team together on 22nd of September. They had one training session last week, 1 week ago, and unfortunately midweek, I think it was around about Wednesday, we found out that Alex Deary, who we'd selected, was actually on the pro books at London Broncos, and he was our main halfback. So we've not been able to replace him, obviously, in 4 days. He signed a pro contract, and that's it. Once you're pro, you're gone with the Super League clubs or the Champ clubs, so he couldn't compete, he couldn't be a participant.
I suppose what it does show is that even from these type of programmes, pro clubs and semi-pro clubs are looking, aren't they?
Oh, 1,000,000%. When we did the trial on the 22nd, and we had the South West, the South, London and the Midlands, or the East and Midlands, there were scouts there. They were actually there watching to see if they could pick up some, and some of the London lads did get picked up.
16 minutes gone, 12 points to nil in favour of the Dragonhearts, who've just been awarded this penalty. Harrington will tap. He's got Cunliffe running in his favour, rampaging his way over halfway. He's after playing the ball as well. Harrington, that was a scrappy pick-up, but despite that the ball goes left. All the way out to Adam Watton, who opened the scoring back in the 3rd minute. He'll play this ball to Jeff Hick, 10 metres inside the opposition half the field. Big surge going in there by Gareth Howells. Howells from the Bridgend Blue Bulls. As Wales shipping the ball confidently. That's a lovely pass over the top to Pigeon. Good tackling though. Excellent work there by Cam Taylor on that side. Still the quickly back into the middle. Daryl Moyle with the next carry. 22 metres out from the try line. Last tackle signalled. I'm liking the way these two halfbacks are linking up as the ball goes out to Watton again. Running around the back. He's the fullback Huntley who gets the ball back. He's still alive. And still it carries on going. This is brilliant. And
Play on.
Finds his kick charge down. Really good play there by Matty Neild. Did well to get on the end of that one, and we get a chance to see the Southern Lionhearts in full flow moving forward. Schofield gets it inside, tips it on to Logan. Logan can't escape the clutches of two there, but he's on the edge of the 22 metre line. Pike lofts it into the middle.
If they shift it quick, they've got numbers.
Here, put down in that middle. As Stuart mentioned, there is chances down that left hand side. That's where the ball goes. There's Dan Hinton. Keeps those legs pumping despite him doing everything they can to grab hold of him. And he's 10 metres out from the line. Pike moves it right. Here picks up Neild. Wrapped up in a 3-man challenge directly in front of the post. Last tackle signalled here. Lionhearts asking questions on this last tackle. It comes to the left. Is there a chance here? Is there a try? He's over the line. And Luke Keeney just held up. Turned out to be a top tackle in the end. I thought he got the better of him there.
Did he just not twist quick enough? I don't quite get how he didn't score. As the gantry begins to rock with the music.
Yeah, I didn't realise he did that. The resonance of the music. I can assure you, Stuart, that wasn't me.
I thought it was me, actually. You've seen the size of me, Dave. I thought if I start tapping my foot now, we're going down.
So it's turnover possession for the Welsh Dragonhearts. Still inside their own 20 with the first tackle done. Harrington picks up, scoops it to the left. That's a big collision of Howells.
I think little Pike Harry's got a little bit of a knock there, but that was a great hit.
To his credit, he's got straight back up. He's back in the defensive line. Even if he's
gasping for a little bit of space there, but he's here again.
They've targeted him.
A little bit of facial there. I don't like that. Don't like that.
Stelmacek plays it. Good run there by Jeff Hick. Keeps the ball moving. Stelmacek again throws a dummy. Tries to surge on. Good control then by Peter Logan up top. Harrington on the last tackle. Sends it right. Kick comes in from Shane Lee, who looks like a thinking halfback, but it goes directly downfield to Levi Myers. Let's see if he can get away. Not on that occasion.
No, wrapped up easy.
Faced with a 3-man defensive wall. And Schofield, he's quick away from that position. Good yards from him.
Yep, good yards.
Straight down the middle. He'll now play this ball to Morgan Nicholas. In fact, no, it's Stanfield. I do apologise. Stanfield running. He's all wrapped up by 2. Stanfield plays it. Schofield puts it to his right hand side to Hinton. Hinton just put down his side, his own half of the field. Stanfield again. This time moves it left to Neild. Done 2 or 3 really good drives in this set, haven't they, to get this position?
And if we want to get more positioning, I mean, if you look, Wales have got some bigger lads. I think we need to, or the Southern Lionhearts need to start targeting them as well.
That's a monster kick from O'Hare.
That's the second one he's done, you know.
Super take from Jonah Huntley, by the way.
I mean, it is cold down here. That would come down with snow on.
Oh, and tell you what, they've coughed the ball up there of the Welsh Dragonhearts, just 10 metres from their own line. There's a little bit of something being said.
There's handbags coming in.
Referee's whistle sounds. He stops his watch.
And I think the Welsh Dragonhearts are trying to put the dominance on the game. There's been a couple of little niddles, little elbows in faces and on throats, and they're much more aggressive than us, than the Southern Lionhearts. I think they just need to compose themselves. The game doesn't need it. The game's a good game.
12 points to 0 early on. 2 tries scored thus far for the Dragonhearts. Adam Watton and Grant Harrington the scorers. Referee's got to have a word here with Stelmacek.
Stelmacek, is that how you say it?
I've probably said it in about 3 different ways so far, Stuart.
Well, not said it in Welsh yet, Dave.
So scrum to be fed here by Dane O'Hare. Stanfield awaits at the base of the scrum. He'll scoop it left. Schofield would run in. Taking on Huntley. Trying to spin his way through the challenge. Does well, actually. Just to the right hand side of the post. Stanfield now has plenty to pick from. Neild forces his way through 2 tacklers. 2 metres out from the line. Stanfield once again. O'Hare throws a dummy. Surges on.
The pass out the back was on.
He's still on down that left hand side. There's only 1 defender in about 20 metres of space. Ball switched back to the middle. There's Hinton. 2 metres out from the line. I'm liking this. They're asking you some questions though of the Lionhearts. And that's a try from dummy half. Real alert play there.
I think Wales will consider that's a soft try to give away, but they've pegged away at that for the last 2 or 3 sets, to be fair. And I think Harry Pike went off injured after that collision, and Hinton's come on in his place.
Stanfield scoring it from out of dummy half.
Try for Southern England, number 15, Josh Jackson.
I think they've got that wrong.
Yeah, that weren't Josh Jackson was scored.
I'm not convinced that was. I'm sure that was the 16, John Stanfield.
Is Josh Jackson actually on the pitch?
But they're on the board. That's the important thing. We've got to try to celebrate for the Southern Lionhearts.
Yeah, like I said, they've been pegging away for the last 2 or 3 sets there. They've got some good field position. They came up with an error on the other side, and we take the chance.
And Dane O'Hare adds on the extras. 12 points to the Dragonhearts, 6 points to the Lionhearts. I think I finally got a grasp of this, because in the last game I ended up calling the Northwest Lionhearts England for about the first 25 minutes.
Yeah. Just Northwest Men's League Lionhearts, but Northwest Lionhearts is suffice. And same for the Southern Lionhearts. We'll have a Yorkshire Lionhearts as well next season. They've been before, and hopefully we'll get something in Cumbria and the North East as well.
So it's an ever-expanding programme.
It needs to expand. It needs to, because it needs to reward the guys who are giving guts and gore week in, week out in the regional leagues.
So, restart taken. It'll bounce, it'll bobble, it'll stop just dead there. Picked up, that's a strong catch. Looked like a high challenge as well coming the way. Dean Higgs with what seemed like a high challenge. Lionhearts are hanging around though. They're trying to clear their lines as quickly as possible. Hinton will play it, frustrated at not winning a penalty there. Now Spearing, probing down this right hand side. Good run from Spearing.
Good yards, good yards.
Stanfield out to dummy half again. Passes into the middle. There's Schofield, brushes away from a couple, gets through a high tackle as well.
We got one.
Luke Royal it was. Well, if he carries on with many more of those type of hits, we could have a Royal Rumble, couldn't we?
Let's get ready. Again, just another point I just want to pick up on there. Obviously, we've got the Community Lions down in New Zealand on tour at the moment.
Did a brilliant opening win.
Great win for them. And I think they've been to the game today, this morning, down watching Great Britain against Tonga.
Less said about that one, the better.
Well, yeah, at the end of the day, Tonga looked good though, let's be honest.
They were excellent.
Tonga were good. But there's a lad on that tour called Dave Kennedy who plays at Oral St James's. Dave 2 seasons ago represented the Northwest Lionhearts. So there is a pathway again from the Lionhearts to the Lions.
Just shows it, doesn't it?
Yeah, and this is why these lads will play in the Northwest next year, hopefully. Get them to come up, get the Lions coaches to have a watch.
Twisting as he got there, he has.
Oh, sorry for talking.
Did really well there, did Matty Neild. Short running, manages to twist his way in. But that's no less than the Southern Lionhearts have deserved, to be honest, Stuart.
Again, this is what, the 5th set. That's back-to-back tries. They look a little bit more confident now. They've got on the board, and that try showed it again. But again, I think Wales will feel another soft try right around the ruck near the sticks. They've got to be a little bit better there.
Is that perhaps something that I was just going to say players with rugby union backgrounds, do they tend to concede more tries around the sticks given league settings because of that?
I don't think I've got the data to actually confirm or deny that status, but
it sounded good.
It sounded really good, but no, I wouldn't like to say whether it is a rugby union trait. One of the rugby union traits that they do is they're running really, really hard, but then just tend to just throw the ball back. Defensively, they tend to be quite strong around the ruck because they ruck and maul a lot in rugby union. But I think that's just switch off. I think it's because they're not used to the marking system, and and they'll just step to one side, not realising they've got to watch the A and B markers.
And there did seem to be a bit of mix and match there, didn't there, in the defence? So the Dragonhearts get us underway again. Okay. Well cut off at the pass there by Alex Nolan. Nolan picking up. Heading in field from the North Hearts Crusaders Club. Nolan, by the way, as Schofield gets away from 2. If he feeds it wide, there's chances. Real chance. Down that left hand side, Cam Taylor cutting in field. He's got to the 20 and beyond. Great play this from the Southern Lionhearts.
I'm liking Luke Schofield, at fullback.
Clever looking player, isn't he?
He looks dangerous every time he gets the ball. He's crabbing across, but he's making the yards.
As I mentioned before, Reading Graders is his amateur club.
Great name.
O'Hare handing on to Neild, who scored that last try. He finds the offload. O'Hare gets it back. Long ball to the right hand side. It'll bounce up. And Alex Nolan picks up. Looks a big strong character. Gets an offload back for Logan. Logan inside the 10. Still going. Eventually wrapped up. But they're asking all the questions now of the Southern Lionhearts. This is a really good period of play. To the left hand side with Hinton. Hinton all caught. 2 metres away from the line. Last tackle signalled. Oh, here's called for it. He'll kick it low. It'll bounce up. It's a try. It's no less than the Lionhearts deserve.
I think that was Ben Tyler, wasn't it?
Ben Tyler, yes, chasing through. Tyler from the Bath Rugby League Club. Picking up the pieces as the kick, and it was a real clever kick, that one as well, wasn't it?
It was a clever kick. He sat up just in front of the defender and he couldn't really move to get to it quick enough. I think commonly known as a little bit of a banana kick, that one, David.
Bit of an old Derek Fox on that, wasn't it?
It bent.
Yeah. Tell you what, the ground announcer here, he's just picking numbers out of the hat, I think, for who scored these tries. That was definitely Ben Tyler. It was O'Hare who put the kick in.
I think When you did the girls' game, I think you got all the try scores correct there, Dave.
I hope so.
I think our new gentleman who's in situ, I don't think he's got yours or my glasses.
Yeah, so I've got to thank my opticians. This is the good reason why I can keep things going. But we have the front for the first time in this game for the Southern Lionhearts, no less than they deserve. Been going 29 minutes in total. And O'Hare with his third attempt on goal, perhaps his most difficult to date. Got a real sweeping version of a kick, and it's just away. So 16-12 is as it remains in favour of the Southern Lionhearts. My name's Dave Parkinson, delighted to have your company this afternoon on our league. Great to be in the company as well of Stuart Pryor. Now, you mentioned your list of titles. What am I referring to here today?
I'm the lead on the Southern Lionhearts for these guys, so I'll probably be tour manager for those.
Okay.
But I'm also a manager for the Great Britain Teachers Rugby League as well. To be fair, I think I'm the treasurer. I've got the bank account in my pocket.
You heard it first, folks. Neil taking that run, taking 3 defenders with him as well. 30 metres away from his own line. Ball swept down this left-hand side again. There's that man Schofield, big and strong. Gets away from 2, gets away from a third.
He's good, I like him.
Real classy customer is Schofield. Stanfield to his right-hand side. O'Hare keeps it moving, now spearing. Throws a dummy. He's almost statuesque as a half-back, isn't he?
Yeah. Hey, listen, there's no denying it. Like I say, non-traditional area, but they've got some really good rugby players.
What about that for a kick as well? Just goes out. Did anybody play at it? No, the Welsh have the put in at the scrum. I think they'll just be thankful to get themselves organised again.
Yeah, they've gone cold a little bit, haven't they? I think they're a little bit shell-shocked. I don't think they expected the Southern Lionhearts to come back at them the way they have done. Is that Hinton coming off? He looks a little bit blowy.
He's done a good stint out there, hasn't he? He's done about 15 minutes.
He's a big lad.
Done some top carries as well as Hinton.
He was only brought into the squad about a week and a half ago.
And it's fair play when players are able to do that and come in and still look like they've always been a part of that squad.
Well, my worry today was they weren't going to look like a team. One training session. Look, they come from Derby, Birmingham, Reading, London, Oxford, Bath. The far spread around, so different traits, different game. But they're looking good. I hope they've got the fitness to maintain it.
It's Jonah Huntley out of dummy half. He's on the edge of his own 22. Dummy half here is Higgs. He passes to his left-hand side. Big collision comes in. The Wales team still in possession. Through hands of Huntley. That's an ambitious pass. They've got it covered though. Lots of black shirts out there in defence. Got to say they're doing a good containment job thus far in this set, but
he was a little bit. Yeah, he was a little bit quick off the mark then. To be fair, but he might just be quick.
The Dragonhearts won't mind this. First chance to get to see them in attack for probably about 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes since they've been over the halfway line.
And they'll bring it through the middle with Luke Royal. Rolled on his back. Good challenge from Stanfield. There's that man. Mike Hurley again. Kicked 2 goals earlier on as the Dragonhearts establish a 12-0 advantage. It'll be sent down the right-hand side. Royal takes his second carry of this set. Approaching the 22 with menace are the Dragonhearts.
Well, I do believe these Dragonhearts are back up in the northwest in a couple of weeks' time, playing the Community Lions under 23s over at Lee Miners, along with the ladies. They're going to be playing the Community Lionesses, I think they're called, or the ladies' community, women's Community Lions.
Yeah, those are 2 more games that'll be coming up for you on our league. Thanks for the plug.
No problem. I didn't know why it was a plug, but thanks. Yeah.
Oh,
I know I'm getting a little bit distracted by a little bit of handbags again.
Referee's quickly in there. Got to say, you got to commend him.
Yeah, it's I don't. It blew up out of nothing again though. I really don't know why that started.
Let's see if the Dragonhearts can get themselves sorted in attack, and whether the Lionhearts can get sorted in defence. Well, Hurley will chuck himself at the line.
That gap really opened up and then shut really quickly.
Higgs out of dummy half, drops it back. Little switch movement, short running comes in. He's just short, is Gareth Howells. Comes down this left hand side again. Looking livelier now with the Dragonhearts. Just a couple of metres away from the line. And they're over the line. And being held up as well.
Yep.
Good defence.
Good defence. Six is he's got good hands from Welsh Dragonhearts.
Fair play to Jay Neath, because he really did clamp the arm there, didn't he, and ensured that it wasn't going to be touched down. Still a probe. Oh, that's a great pass. And Corey Harris touches down. What a pass that was from Jeff Hick.
Was it Jeff Hick? I thought it was Shane Lee. It's six. It was Shane Lee.
You are right.
It was.
You are right.
I just mentioned that's him. The one. He's got really nice hands. He's done the couple of passes out on the right hand side, which gets the winger away. He's given good ball in the middle, and then two plays here. And I just said he's got good hands, and he missed man in. Really good.
It was a nice play down that touchline. Harris finishes it. Harris, another player from the Bridgend Blue Bulls, on debut this afternoon for the Dragonhearts.
You know, when you was mentioning his name before, Ben
Stelmazak,
Thato Heath lad, yeah. And he's been playing for the North Wales Origin team. I thought I'd seen him on my roster in the North West Men's League at the time.
You was wondering where you'd seen him.
Yeah,
that was
I
what
just
it was.
couldn't remember.
It's a good job I did those notes then.
I'm great. Thanks for that, Dave. No, a real commentator does it.
Here's Mike Hurley. Oh, he's just wide with that conversion attempt.
On this occasion, so the score now, Welsh Dragonhearts 16, Southern Lionhearts 16.
16 all. So we're back on the halfway line with the Lionhearts. Tell you what, it's evenly poised, this game, 16 all. You couldn't ask for any better entertainment on a Saturday afternoon.
You know, spectators don't want, well, neutral spectators don't want runaways, they want close competition. And close competition makes the game better. And this is a great competition.
Certainly what we've got already, once more, as Pete Logan throws himself about in the tackle. Spearing also involved, out of dummy half. This is Adam Watton. Controlled well to the turf there by Jay Neath. Into the middle it comes. That pass looks a little suspect there for Luke Royal. Carries it over that 30-metre line regardless. Now down this right hand side it's moved by the Dragonhearts. Good hands. Busted into the hole there was Luca Owen Yewans. Another one from the North Wales Origin setup. It's good to see lads coming through from that setup too, isn't it?
Yeah, because they did that to ensure that lads got rep rugby or a chance to represent Wales going forward, and that's what's happening now. So they're in the Dragonhearts setup and they've got the opportunity to kick on from there.
Hick with a tricky kick, it's on the floor. It's been dropped on by Wales, but they're going to get the put in at the scrum as well.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. But I'm just going to throw another sidewinder in here, Dave. There's a number 17 on the pitch for the Southern Lionhearts. And I can't see a number 17 on the team sheet. Jane Neath. Why can it not just go 1 to 17 or 1 to 19?
Welcome to my world.
I'll do him with Dennis. Listen, we're in Dennis Taylor region.
He's turning his glasses upside down here.
I look at it like this. Oh, now I see.
Here come the Dragonhearts, 10 metres away from the line. Dashing in there to dummy half is Higgs. He'll pass down this left hand side. Oh, I tell you, there's a real chance here for the Dragon. But they're just about holding firm at the moment. The Welsh side asking all the questions and crashing through. Oh, knock on is called. It's no try. Well, that's a little
try all the way.
It's a little bit of a let off that.
That's a big let off. Oh, he's offside. He can't be 10.
Stanfield was quick as you like on that 22-metre line. He tapped it, saw that they weren't set.
Yep. Went straight at him. Penalty.
Bit of smart work.
Your instinct there at that is you just grab him. You don't want to let him go because he might just go. So you grab him and give up the penalty.
Another long kick to the touchline. It finds it.
It's a good kick.
Into the closing stages of this first half. Still 16 all. Hope you're enjoying the coverage on our league this afternoon. You'll be able to join Terry and Steve Manning tomorrow for the under-17s Barla Championship. The Three Counties, he's back. He's up in Cumbria.
Yeah, Yorkshire against Cumbria at Millom.
There's a good old traditional venue as Neil gets inside the 20.
I used to be part of the Barla under-17 setup. Another.
It's another job.
I love my time at the under-17s. Great age to have lads where you can try and nurture them and shape them into really good rugby players and players and boys and men.
Keeney to play this 10 metres out for the Southern Lionhearts. So here, drifts it across to the right hand side. There's Jay Neath once again, 5 metres from the line. Lionhearts moving this ball confidently down the right hand side. Oh, here slots it through. This could be a try. It's a brilliant kick. It's just knocked on over the line by Pete Logan, and it's going to be a tap on the 22. Well, they're going to have to watch it because Jonah Huntley's quick, and he's down the ground quick as you like, straight into the shoulder of Neild.
Give a high tackle.
And there's another disagreement in the background.
Yeah, Nine's just had a little bit of a
He's a bit fiery.
There, I think.
He's a bit fiery.
Yeah, he's had a little bit of a block there. He didn't need to do that. Referee wants him.
He'll have a chat with Luke Keeney. I think the Wales side still trying to make their mind up of who's the captain.
I thought he called the 9 over, to be fair. I think he did as well.
3 players were striding towards the referee then.
Yeah, who's the captain?
I think that's the question that he asked as well. Is that just an example of this Welsh side getting a little bit too aggressive again for their own?
No, listen, passions boil over in rugby. It's a contact sport, But
hey, don't get me wrong. I love a bit of passion. To be fair,
you
controlled
call it
aggression.
Controlled aggression.
That's what you want, though.
Yeah, we don't mention the word anymore, but yeah, some people like that as well. But yeah, we don't. The game's tough enough, but it's just passion at the end of the day.
Shane Lee finds a good touch, which actually finds our gantry, and a great take by the
man. Why is he not playing?
He should be playing. That was a great take.
Nobody wants the ball off him now, though.
Tap taken. Here come the Dragonhearts inside the Lionhearts territory once again. Big run coming through the middle by Gareth Howells. Options down the left, but it's moved to the right. It keeps it moving. That's a good collision as well. Ball moved down this right hand side. I'm getting confused. There's 2 number 15s on for Wales.
Has one just not got a mud mark down what makes it look like another 5? Or is there definitely 2 15s?
It looks like there's 2 15s out there. There is definitely two 15s out there.
Yeah. So one's Morgan McNicholas and one's probably Gareth Howells. So, for those who know, I think Morgan is 15, the closest to us here.
Yes.
The 4th man in.
Dragonhearts another penalty. Tap taken. Here's Luca Royal. 10 metres away from the line. We've got 2 number 9 jerseys as well, to be fair, so it's anybody's guess as Liam Watson finds some support. He's out down this left-hand side. Gareth Howells, all caught there. Oh, and that was a...
Just go.
That was a valiant interruption there by Stanfield.
We've not had that much stoppage, by the way, Dave, and I think we're about
We're about 4 minutes in now.
Over, yeah.
44 minutes by my stopwatch.
And I know Terry stopped about 4 minutes ago as well. He stopped working after 4 minutes.
16 all here. And the Dragonhearts still asking the questions.
I think this is called Fergie time, isn't it?
Fergie time, I like it.
We'll keep going, lads, until we score.
Still
Any
probing.
team, I think.
There's Hurley, 5 metres away from the try line for the Dragonhearts. Ball sent right. It's good link-up play, but excellent work from Schofield. Schofield really rushed in. He's collected the ball as well. He's off down the ground. Great work from Schofield. Flicks an ambitious ball wide.
Cam Taylor, that.
There's lots of space out there for Taylor. Seem to then pick the red shirts to run at. And that is all that we've got time for at the end of this first half. What a first half we've seen. It looked like, to be honest, the Dragonhearts were going to run away with it after about 10 minutes.
They look that way.
They scored tries from Adam Watton and Grant Harrington, with Mike Hurley kicking 2 goals, but they got pegged back, and indeed the Southern Lionhearts took the lead thanks to tries from Ben Thyler, John Stanfield and Matt Neal. 2 goals from the boot of Dane O'Hare, and then we saw that try right near half time by Corey Harris. It's 16 all.
Well, I really enjoyed that half of rugby. I think the Southern Lionhearts have done really, really well. I hope they can maintain their enthusiasm for the second half. I think we had the mascot jumping for joy in the corner over there, the little dragon. Have you seen her? Have you met her?
I have seen it. Oh yes, there's the dragon.
She sat down eating a bacon butty, I think, at this moment in time. There she is. She's a fine character of a lady. I had a chat with her before, and she's just here to support Wales. No one in particular, she's just here supporting Wales.
That's fantastic,
Passionate,
isn't it?
Passionate. But them Welsh boys, they're tough, they're passionate, they're aggressive, they're hard, they don't like losing. And I'm happy for them boys down there, the Lionhearts. I think they've represented the area really well, and I hope we have a better second half.
We've seen a great first half. Let's see if the second half lives up to it.
The dragon is dancing.
We'll leave the dragon dancing and sign off from first half commentary here in our league.
Did you completely?
Brilliant.
Welcome back to second half coverage on our league. You join us here at the Knoll in Neath, where it's the Welsh Dragonhearts taking on the Southern Lionhearts. This game signifying the start of the 25th anniversary for the Dragonhearts concept, and the Southern Lionhearts matching them every inch of the way. 16 all at half time. My name's Dave Parkinson, delighted to be in your company this afternoon. I'm also joined by Stuart Pryor as well, who leads the Lionhearts programme. And we were just having a good chat at half time then, weren't we, about the standard. The standard's been really good in that half.
I've been impressed. Like I said, my worry was they wouldn't look as a team, we wouldn't look gelled, but the boys have pulled it together, and it's a great contest between. They're evenly matched, and it's going to be a good second half.
So we're just a few seconds away from the start of this second half. It looks like it's going to be Dane O'Hare to get us underway. As Stuart mentioned, an Antipodean. Ball goes up high in the air. Underneath that was Hick. He spun on his axis and released it to Luke Royal. Watson moves into dummy half. He was dangerous in the first half. Didn't pose that much danger on that carry. Well controlled. Oh, and that's a good run. Big run from Daryl Moyle.
Yeah, Daryl Moyle.
Moyle of the Toffin Tigers. Run out of dummy half, but again, some strong defence there from Stanfield. I like the work he's done, to be honest. He's perked the Southern Lionhearts up as they try and get away with a quick tap.
Just looking there, as Stanfield Sorry, we're talking Stanfield, so I'm
Yeah.
getting a little bit confused.
So Stanfield's giving away a penalty, unfortunately for him.
Oh, sorry, that's John Stanfield. So again, my eyesight doesn't see that far. I'm not looking at your page. I'm looking over there, across the pitch.
That's okay. We'll do our best to keep
He's
everyone
got
up to
nice
date.
bright orange boots on. I think that's the best way to describe him.
Stelmachek with the run. Stelmachek will play it. Comes infield once again to Daryl Moyle. Again crashing his way forward into the 22. Looking dangerous at the start of this set. Run comes in from dummy half. He's a tricky one. And the pass comes left.
He's done us there for not being square yet. I think they scrambled 3 yards off the mark.
It's an unusual call. Stelmachek taps. Gets within inches of the line. Does the Thato Heath player. Going to be scoot right. Lee, long ball, turn back inside, looking for Jonah Huntley. He finds Lee again. Lee for the line. Just put down short.
I like the way he plays, you know.
It's a clever looking halfback. Ball into that middle. Tell you what, is he too big and strong? Has he got it down? There's a huge mass of
He
players
eventually
there.
got it down, but is he giving the try? Yeah, he's
The
given the try.
referee has given the try. And
I
that,
think it was Luca Owen-Ewins.
yes, that's right. Luca Owen-Ewins from the North Wales origin. Plays his rugby for North Wales Crusaders A. Big lump of a lad, to be fair to say.
Again, he wiggled over that line, didn't he? Went to go over his head, down to the left, and he eventually turned right and put it down.
So let's see if the goal will be a good one. Well, to be fair,
If
they're
one of
after
them-
a kicker.
If somebody wants to come back and kick it,
Everybody had drifted back. There'd been that much said.
I'm waiting for get me a cone now. Not a kick into a cone.
So Howells is going to be the guy to attempt the conversion. 5 metres in from touch, takes it back a further 5 metres.
The Dragon wasn't amused, Dave. She's got her arms folded.
Oh, they're used to getting a bit more organised with kickers down here, I think, usually. Let's see if Howells can be on target. Takes a long look at the posts. Left-footed kicker. Gives it chances, but it's just faded away. Wrong side of the post as far as he's concerned. But the Dragonhearts have the front by 20 points to 16. I'm sure the word will get out there for the Lionhearts not to panic, because, to be fair, the Dragonhearts got away to this sort of start in the first half.
Yeah, they had a 12-0 lead within 10 minutes, or within 8 minutes, I think it was, and yeah, they just needed to calm down and just compose themselves, and they did. They got back in the game.
Kick sent long, and they'll start this attack through Royal. Runs for the middle, ducks a challenge. He's speeding downfield, or certainly rumbling downfield to the 40.
He's Luke Royal Rumble, that guy.
It's to this right hand side. That's Wes Cunliffe.
You've got to get on him. He's a big lad and he can tramp.
Someone were telling me he plays rugby union to quite a high level here in Wales. Nice to see him play in rugby league.
He is a quirky physique, but you can tell he's got an engine on him. The way that he runs, the speed that he runs.
Jeff Hick to play this ball 40 metres out from the Lionhearts line. Scoot down the left hand side. Stelman's that look round for support. Watson provides it.
No penalties here. They don't want back-to-back sets.
It'll come down this right hand side again. They're looking good coming down this right side. There's Howell. Gets over 2 tacklers. Couldn't escape the clutch in there of Garin Nichols, who's gone on the field. Oxford Cavalier. That's a clever kick. Another clever kick for the corner. Picked up well by Spearing, who launched the counter-attack. He looks classy as he brings it out to the 22, and just beyond, he's crawled forward a further 5 metres. Did really well there. Josh Jackson is on the field from Derby.
Looks like Josh Jackson's gone to half. He comes out with some great comments in the WhatsApp group.
Stanfield to Jackson. He feeds it to the right. That seemed to bobble. They'll play on though. No call from the match officials.
I thought that might have been classed as a knock-on or a forward pass.
That's why I paused, to be honest, Stuart.
I'm a little bit bemused why they put Schofield, probably Lionhearts' most attacking player, on the wing. He needs to be in the middle.
Well, every time he was touching the ball, he was gliding past defenders, but Spearing's made a good job of it at the start of the second half. 6 minutes into the second half, and you know what?
Where's he got that from?
I believe they call that a commentator's curse.
Yeah, but I think Spearing's got a fair argument there. You know, I don't think there was anything wrong with that. He was getting up to play the ball. It didn't look like he'd knocked on. I don't know if he got the call from the touch judge.
Again, Spearing's another one of these clever-looking players. Plays his rugby for the Bedford Tigers, who, when the squad was originally announced, they had 2 members of it. Birmingham Bulldogs have 3 members in it. Other players from Reading, Hammersmith. We mentioned about the London Scholars player who unfortunately had to pull out.
The London Scholars.
Well, I say unfortunately, but
it was on a positive note. It was a London Scholars and got signed by London Broncos. So it was on a positive note that he pulled out. But obviously, that once you become a Super League contracted player, whether it be reserve grade or full time, you can't compete in the Lionhearts programme.
We've also got representatives from Bath Rugby League, Brentwood Eels, St Albans, Gloucestershire All Golds, 2 from the Oxford Cavaliers, 1 from Hemel, 1 from the Boston Buccaneers.
Boston Buccaneers.
I love that.
Hammersmith Hills Hoists. I'm sure that's a company, you know.
It possibly is.
Like the club so much, they bought it.
North Hearts Crusaders and Derby City all represented this afternoon.
Yeah, is that Spijek? I can't say his name, Dave. Number 11.
Stelmajek.
That's him.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bob.
The Dragonhearts in possession once again. Howells cutting through the middle. Yeah, Stelmajek's having a bit of a patch-up job being done on that far side.
Is it him? If it is, I'll be pleased because he's a thorn in our side, to be fair.
Moyle has made a really good start to this second half. Another big carry coming in from Sean Watton. Mentioned earlier on, we've got 3 brothers playing for the Dragonhearts this afternoon in Liam Watton, Adam Watton and Sean Watton. Dragonhearts bringing it down the right hand side. Huntley, ambitious pass over the top to Pridgeon. Cutting back in field, making good yards as well. Nearly called him Pigeon then.
Catch him.
To the left it's moved.
Oh no, it's not him.
No, it's definitely not Stelmajek. Because he took that carry in and it was a forward pass which went against the Dragonhearts then.
I think the Six has got classy hands. I do like the way that he plays, but he does play line ball a lot of the time. But it's effective. That's why they scored down here. And that's why they brought through a couple of times.
Those type of players, so you can get amongst them though, can't you? Because they dig straight into the line, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, a good coach now would recognise what he's up to and you can mark him out the game. But keep it going.
20 points to 16 in favour of the Dragonhearts. They've scored the only try so far in this second half, which is almost 10 minutes old.
I think what a lot of these lads from the Lionhearts will recognise is that the game's a lot quicker to what they're used to playing, and that happens when you go up a level in rep rugby. Regardless of what level you're at, once you go up that level, the game becomes quicker.
Nichols wrapped up by 2, rolled on his back as well. Stanfield head on a swivel, puts it to his right hand side. That's a big carry, a huge carry from Filer. No, from Neath, sorry. Moved into the middle. On the bounce, it'll eventually find the man who gets his kick away O'Hare. Only as far as Huntley. Skips around, then decides to take it forward, but Filer wraps him up. 25 metres from the roll line here, the Dragonhearts. It's another tricky run forward by Pridgeon. And it's that man Wes Cunliffe slipped it out well.
Yeah, good little chip on. You can tell he's played at a good level, to be fair.
Moyle to play it just inside his own half. Jeff Hick dominating and taking the line on, doing well. Probing, but it was a good tackle heading his way by Jackson. Stelmajat through hands.
Look at the numbers here.
Oh, and then it's all gone to ground. Well picked up by O'Hare. Stanfield keeps it moving. This is that man Neath again.
There's no rush. There's no panic here. We're 10 minutes into the second half. We're 4 points behind. Just compose yourself and play. There you go.
Well, that'll certainly help. There was a good 3 or 4 players in front of the referee on that occasion.
Again, some of them might be quick, but I don't think all of them are that quick.
I don't think Shane Lee's one of them. He was one of the main culprits, wasn't he?
Yeah. You might as well just be stood in our line.
So they'll take it down that right-hand side. Tap to be taken by Jackson. In fact, Stanfield's beating him to it. Both of them were going for the same ball then.
Yeah, I think Josh he's one of the youngest in the pack, I think, Josh. And obviously he doesn't want to be dominated. He needs to dominate as a half.
Here's that man. Neath once again to the edge of the 22. Stanfield looking to his left. Has Logan running for him. Good run from Logan. Twists and spins as well.
But that's a high tackle. By definition of the rules, that is a high tackle. That's a penalty.
Got away with it. 15 metres away from the line. Great run from Neath again.
Spearing's his orchestra at the back here.
There's O'Hare.
Bit of a head rocker.
Clattered to the floor in the end. Chance here. Stanfield, has he managed to get in? No. Oh, it's turnover. And there'll be a really good piece of defensive play on the line there.
Yeah,
the Dragonhearts.
Dragonhearts did well, but I think it was a little bit predictable from the Lionhearts, by the way. They sort of set the stall out where they were going. But it's nice to see Spearing at 6 at the back. No, he's playing at full-back, but he is dictating where everybody's going. He's talking it. I think that's why they've put him there. He's probably a better talker, he can direct. Whereas I think Schofield's an out-and-out player. Just wants to play, doesn't want to guide the lads around.
He's an out-and-out runner, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
There's Cunliffe again, met strongly by the defence. Finding metres hard to come by so far in this set.
They don't need to give any penalties away here. They need to complete this set and defend them keenly.
Hick sends the ball left, that'll help.
That's really good. We're attacking again in their danger zone.
I think he's just lost a bit of composure there as the halfback. Saw that they weren't really making too many inroads through the middle.
Yeah, they've probably been told at half-time to get a couple of quick scores again, to try and get away, try to increase that margin. And let's see if we can just hold them out then. See, they might think that these guys are going to wilt and, they're going to give up after 20 minutes of the second half. Let's get 12, 14 points on the board and see what we can do. So they're going to push the ball. But I think on this occasion, the Lionhearts have got to take this opportunity now, get some points on the board and get right back at them.
That's the words of Stuart Pryor as Schofield heads down that right-hand side. I love his running style.
It's dangerous, isn't it?
Very dangerous. He's 10 metres out from the line. It'll come to the middle. Oh, lovely little intricate play there involving Jay Neath. He's certainly in the right place, isn't he? We're here at the Knoll in Neath.
Is at the Knoll on our league and people are watching.
Forward goes Garen Nichols. He'll play this ball 5 metres out. Stanfield moves it left. O'Hare out to Spearing.
He overran him.
Yeah, couldn't get the ball away because, as you mentioned, if he passed it would have been forward.
Yeah. Ben Thyler had just overrun him.
We'll come down this left-hand side again. That's a great ball. What a super pass that is, and Cam Taylor will speed his way over.
Yeah, that brings it back. 16 apiece. Great line ball there. Hard to defend against when you're 5 yards out.
Well, and I've got to say, Stuart, that's been coming for the last 5 minutes.
20 apiece.
That's been coming for the last 5 minutes, that, hasn't it? To level the scores.
Yeah. And again, it's all about composure. Take your opportunities when you've got them. Don't do no silly passes, no silly plays. Complete your set and stay on their line.
I wonder how important it is, the fact that he was able to scoot a further 10 metres in field for the kicker.
Is that how much he got? Oh, you mean when he scored the try? I thought.
Yeah, because I'm just looking at the angle that O'Hare has now. So he'll be taking this kick from about 20 metres in from touch as opposed to 2 metres in.
2 points might be critical in this game come the end. And if he's made that angle easier to take the 2, good on Cam Taylor.
It's a brilliant piece of play. No less than the Lionhearts have deserved. 20 points each, kick to come. It's Dane O'Hare starts his final preparations, gets the run in.
Oh, he just
scuffs it.
Yeah, you call it scuff it, I call it bombed it, but
Score now, Wales Dragonhearts 20, Southern Lionhearts 20.
Well, it wasn't very high and it wasn't very handsome, and it's 20-all.
that's how I used to kick, Dave. Looked like I used to kick it with my knees.
There's a reason why I've ended up on commentary, and it's to do with the fact that I kick like that as well.
There's a reason why I've ended up with a mouth and a pen as well. So
kick sent long, Jackson plays at it, it's on their own try line. Picked up by Schofield, takes it right back into contact. Gets drilled to the floor as well.
heads are in, locking him in.
Jackson
He's injured.
moves it to his left hand side. Big Matt Neild, one of the try scorers in the first half for the Southern Lionhearts. It's 20 points each in this game. 17 minutes of the second half gone. Still nothing to choose between these two sides. It's enthralling, it's gripping, it's afternoon's entertainment for you here on the Our League app. And that's an unfortunate call against the Lionhearts for me.
Yeah. Very is it the ball? Is he saying it? Right, okay. I didn't see it, to be fair.
So it's going to be a scrum with head and feet to the Dragonhearts, and just when you felt that the Lionhearts were going to take control,
It puts Dragonhearts right back in their attacking zone.
they've looked pretty good when they've been down this end of the field as well.
Yeah, your Cunliffes and your Selmajeks are really tough in this area.
It's Huntley.
Forward.
That pass looked a little
got
suspect. Oh no, it's a penalty the way of the Dragonhearts. Couple of players offside. In the eyes of our match official.
How can you be offside from a scrum?
It's a good question.
Sorry, Dave.
It's a good
How
question.
can you be offside from a scrum?
Dragonhearts aren't complaining. They're on the front foot.
Well, that's down to you. If they're moving within the 10, that's down to the linesmen to make sure that they're not.
Jack feeding the ball in field to Watton. Sean Watton still going. Just a couple of metres out from that line. Ball to the left. Stelma Jack still going. Can he smuggle it in? No, he can't. All the questions being asked by the Dragonhearts as the ball comes right. Ambitious pass over the top. Pridgeon cleans it up. Heads back in field. Good defence though.
Yeah, they took him back to 10-20 metres there.
Comes down this right hand side once more. Shane
Great
Lee.
tackle.
Very direct play from Lee on that occasion. About 12 metres out from the line. Moyle charges in. Huge run from the prop. 5 metres to go. Last tackle signalled. Kick comes in. That's going anywhere. Oh, it's loose. Who's got it?
Drop
not
out,
a try.
I'd say. I think it's a dropout.
I think, Stuart, good call from you there.
It was a mad scramble. There was a lots of hands thrown about, but I think law of averages said that had to be a dropout.
To be fair, that kick could have gone anywhere. It took a couple of rebounds, didn't it, on its way through.
Oh, they're horrible when you're in your own touching goal and you're scrambling. They're horrible, and they can bounce anywhere.
So drop out to be taken from under the post by the Lionhearts. It's sent long. Huntley comes for it and collects it.
You've got to meet him.
Sean Watton, big surge, huge surge through the middle from Watton.
He runs a little bit like Josh Jones, you know.
He does, doesn't he? He's got a look of him. Comes down this right hand side again. Good hands to Howell. Howell twisting, spinning. Getting close to that line.
Pressure's on here, you know.
And another penalty is won by the Dragonhearts. Higgs takes this ball back. He'll tap and turn it to Pridgeon. Just skirts along the line. Then drives forward.
They're screaming for numbers on that side.
Oh, it's picked up out a dummy half. Good defence, but a high tackle is called. Hemorrhaging penalties at the moment. You wonder, that defensive line is creaking from the Southern Lionhearts.
That's 2 penalties in 2 sets.
That's a scrappy pass.
Put them on a team warning.
And a knock on.
Yeah, it'd be a knock on. Oh, he's giving it to Lionhearts.
I'm surprised at that call, to be honest, but he's checked it with the touch judge. I believe the touch judge on that far side, by the way, he's none other than Kim Williams, who coaches the side down here.
Westwell Raiders. Aussie Kim. Yeah, I was having a chat with Kim before. Nice bloke, to be fair. I think he's done wonders with West Wales. They got a win finally last season. I think he's open for a couple more this season.
And doing it with a lot of locally based players as well, isn't he? So
yeah, well, again, historically, they drag in players, they pay wages, pay travel. Your budget that you get from Central wouldn't cover that, so you need a rich benefactor to cover it. Oh, well, not necessarily a rich, but someone who's prepared to put some money in, benefactor. And they're trying to do it with local lads and the Central funding, so that's good.
So here come the Lionhearts, spearing passes wide. This is Thyler. Already scored 1 try in this game. Wrestles to his feet. Stanfield will pass in field. Big hit on Joe Collins.
He's looking a bit tired, Joe.
It was a bit of a weary run, that one.
Yeah, you can see there. I think the handbrake went on a little bit there. I'll be looking to replace Joe, give him a breather. He's got good talk on the pitch. He's one of the elder boys, one of the veterans.
There was no handbrake on Neil as he carried that in. And look at this, he's full of running as well as Pete Logan.
Selmajek then, a little bit of a facial on Pete Logan.
Kit to come in to complete by O'Hare from the Hammersmith Hills Hoists.
Oh,
great take.
Offload.
The offload comes in. Just wouldn't sit up, would it?
No, to be fair, the referee's got that right. He caught it, threw it back, did spear in, and it was the next guy coming in knocked on.
He has offered a slightly different dimension at fullback, like you called before, Stuart.
Yeah, he obviously knows the game. You can tell that. But he's speaking to the lads from behind all the time, and that's really good. When you're a half or a middle and you're in that area, you need to hear that voice behind you, where to be, where to go, where your gaps are. And like I said, Schofield probably doesn't have that talk, but he can run. But Spearing's clearly got the vision to do that.
Tell you what, if you was going to come up with an error, you'd want to make it down there, wouldn't you?
That's exactly the place to do it, yeah. For bearing in mind 3 plays back, we're on our own defensive line, so. But again, we put up a big boot, put snow on it, and it causes problems.
Couple of players being patched up in the background, but we will get down to business again as Shane Lee feeds the scrum. Cunliffe takes it from the base. Tell you what, that's carried like a real Union number 8, that.
Yeah, Cunliffe's tough though, you can tell that. Look at him. He is a good player, does carry it well.
Now Stelmachek. He's a tough kid as well.
Yeah, but they twisted him. Look at that.
Defensive win there.
Nice to see Harry Pike back on the pitch.
Moyle. Another big carry. Notice Tommy Hayden's back out as well for the Lionhearts. Wales asking questions down this right hand side. Huntley drops it back for Pridgeon. Trying to change the point of attack. And he's through his Pridgeon. Valiant defence in the end from Dane O'Hare. Hicks to his left. Lee keeps it moving.
That looked a little bit forward.
Moyle
again, he's playing the line ball, you see.
Last tackle signalled here. The arm held aloft from our referee. What have the Dragonhearts got on the end of this one? It's a low kick. It's a grubbing kick. Our referee spotted something here.
What's he give that for?
Another penalty will go the way of the Dragonhearts.
I'm not understanding the signal.
I have to admit, neither am I.
He's kicked it through, and the fullback's picked it up and he's given a penalty, but I'm not 100% sure what for. And they're taking 2.
Well, this nudge the Dragonhearts in front. It's been put right in the arms of Mike Hurley, already successful with 2 goals this afternoon. both of which came in the first 8 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, to the larger extent, I do feel sorry for referees sometimes. They get a lot of unfair banter off the touchlines, I think we'll call it, when they make mistakes. And they're only human beings that do make mistakes, but sometimes you do question decisions and say, why has he made that decision? And I can't see. The expert might want to tweet in and just tell us what he's just give that decision for, because I couldn't see that.
We'll ask him. We'll ask him after the game.
Yeah, I'll buy him a pint and I'll ask him in the good manner that we should. A little bit of conversation with him. He might say, "Yeah, this is what it was for." Then I might understand it better. But that frustrates players when they give away decisions and they don't understand why. I think he was trying to explain it and they still didn't understand it.
Regardless, it's an extra 2 points for the Dragonhearts. Hurley's giving them the advantage by 22 points to 20.
It's a good kick-off.
It is a good kick-off. Finds no man's land. Bounces and bobbles up. Corey Harris on that far side. He'll play this ball about 10 metres in from touch. Back to the middle. The defence is stern there. And Harrington's back on for Wales. Made a real good start to the game. Moyle, big carry through the middle.
And I think we've got to change things around a little bit here, Dave. I've just been tweeted in. Apparently the halfbacks have got different numbers, so 6 and 7 are the wrong way around.
Ah, right, okay.
So Dane O'Hare is at 6 and Josh Spearing is at 7.
Always helps when you get given the right
when
team.
you don't know them.
Yeah, it's always right when you get the right team sheet.
6 is having a good game.
Yes. So that's Dane O'Hare, which means that Josh Spearing's kicked 2 goals this afternoon.
Fantastic.
We'll get there.
Thanks for that, Rob Ashton and Bradley Hirons, back watching it on our League app.
It's always great to have your involvement.
It's a good job I'm in the WhatsApp group, isn't it?
It is. Hope you're enjoying the coverage of this game. It's an absolute cracker. 22 points to 20 in favour of the Dragonhearts. Lionhearts go back on the attack. Over the halfway line they go. Have to admit though, at amateur level, it's the bane of my life team sheets.
I've done it for many a year, Dave, and I know.
There's big Dan Hinton. Looks fully refreshed. Strong carry.
Yeah, he's a big lad, new into the squad. He'll probably give us another good 10-15 minutes.
There's O'Hare. Slits the ball back to Pike. He looks sharp anyway.
He's a good player.
O'Hare. Classy run from him. He's going to get mentioned every time now.
So look, they put Levi back on the wing, and Levi, what's his second name? Myers, back on the wing. They put Schofield back at full-back, and
last tackle here.
O'Hare back in the half.
So lovely kick.
Knock on. It's all right.
There is a knock on there. And it's head and feet to the Lionhearts. Is that the call that was needed for the Lionhearts?
I think it is, because I think that'll just give them that little bit of confidence to have a really good dig here.
They certainly gave it chances. I mean, we're approaching the final 10 minutes of the game.
Doesn't time fly when you're having fun?
Still, it's relentless, isn't it?
Well, the game can still swing either way. 2 points in it. Didn't I say before, 2 points could be critical, and all of a sudden someone's leading by 2.
Have you got six lottery numbers for the draw tonight?
Yep. 52, 53, 54 and 96. There was probably only 5 there, Dave.
It's Schofield. He's hoping to be amongst the numbers.
Pike's eager to get the ball there.
Now Neild gets his arm free. Pike gets it back.
Look up.
Oh, it's out wide.
Finish it, Levi.
Has he got there? Is there a double movement there?
I think he's given a knock on.
He's given a double movement.
No.
Levi Myers.
You two have got better eyes than me. Clock off, man down.
Well, he was brave on that
cameraman was zoomed in, Dave. He can see better than us.
He was brave there. Was Corey Harris in defence. Sadly, he's been patched up on the floor. They're checking on how he is. But yeah, I think he just got white line fever a bit there, did Levi Myers.
Yeah, he got the ball and sort of hesitated rather than just just head for that flag and just touch it down in that little corner right next to the flag. You don't even have to get it in. You're in lead by 2 points then. But if you notice that the ball was played about 10 yards out and Pike's jumping up and down, he wanted the ball quick because he wanted to shift it. I think they had a 2-man overlap at that point. They scrambled across and then obviously he's got the winger in front of him.
Been impressed by the middle today for the Southern Lionhearts, so no matter who's jumped into that 9 spot, whether it be Harry Pike, whether it be John Stanfield, whether it be Christian Naylor or Tommy Hayden making yards up front, or whether it be Nichols or Logan, they've all done a good job, haven't they?
Yeah, they've not let themselves down for me. I think they've come here not understanding, not realising who they're playing, what's going to happen. I think they've showed up really well for me. I think they've done really well. I'd like to say thanks to the coaches as well. You know, we've got Glenn Tyrman, who's from Southampton Spitfires, Gareth Barron, who hails from the Newsham Dockers, and Matthew Broder. Matthew's been involved with the universities. They're doing a good job as well. They're evenly spread across the south. And I think they've done a really good job today as well.
I guess what this does show is that rugby league really does have a future, doesn't it, in these non-traditional areas.
I'd love to get a full-time club down in Bath.
Okay.
I think Bath's a beautiful place, full stop. But I think it's got a passion for rugby as well. You know, I'd like to go to Bath for something like Magic Weekend if we could.
Heard it here first. A magic weekend.
I don't think the ground's big enough, but
not a magic weekend in the Bath, but a magic weekend in Bath.
In Bath, yeah.
Fair
It's
enough.
a beautiful city. Dave wanted a magic weekend in the Bath, not me.
I just had to clarify, that's all. So we're back underway. Here come the Dragonhearts. They're up by 2 in this one. 22 points to 20. About 9 minutes of the game remaining. Harrington picks up out of dummy half. Short ball there for Moyle.
Oh, that man's out cold.
Huge run there.
I think it's Joe
Collins.
Yeah, I think he's clocked one there. Nothing wrong with that, just the running style, the way that he went in. He's kind of clocked his arm.
Daryl Moyle's done that to a few players, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's
not leading with the arm. He's just, he's gone to tackle him and the arm's in his face, but it's not illegal.
I think he's been cut from granite, to be honest, Daryl Moyle, with some of these carries he's been taking in.
He's a big character, isn't he? Solar panel for a love machine there as well.
So lots of concern being shown there for Joe Collins. He's okay. He's a tough customer.
He is a tough lad, Joe. To be fair, he seemed to go down very quickly and not move, but Physio's happy with it.
Oh, that's a scrappy ball. Bobbles up in favour of Liam Watton.
I'll say the physio for the Lionhearts is Kieran Ainscough. He's come down with me today for the women. He hails from the Wigan club, Wigan Warriors. He's fully conversed in concussion and everything. So if he's made the call that he's good to play, he's good to play.
Harrington scoops about dummy half. Wide ball. Defence is solid.
Last tackle this,
The Lionhearts will be really pleased with what they've done in this set.
See,
that's a rushed kick.
Yes.
Oh, well taken by Schofield. Finds his path blocked by 3 though. Neath picks up out a dummy half, scoots forward.
He's got to find ground quicker there.
They're holding him up. He finds an offload.
He'd already shouted held. He'd already shouted held the referee, to be fair.
It's a shame because Schofield has spotted some space, hasn't he?
Yeah, it was away.
So Stanfield, he'll work it to the right hand side. There's Hinton.
Yes,
finds an
ball.
offload. This is that man O'Hare scooting down the right hand side. He is so classy.
Great player.
It's even better when you know who he is. 10 metres away from the try line.
They need to make this set count,
Can the Lionhearts make it count? It's down this left hand side with Collins. Brushes away from Harrington, who goes back for seconds. Last tackle signalled here.
Pridgeon then had wedged right in. If the pass had tipped, is it again here?
Yes, there's men in motion. There's Schofield for the corner.
He's not giving it.
Oh, unlucky.
But if the play before that, Pridgeon had wedged right in, There was a 10-yard gap there, and he just should have tipped on. He didn't. Play over.
Tell you what, though, they can force an error from this position, though.
They need to, they need to stick them down here. They need to watch the 10s, don't go offside, defend hard. See, they're offloading on their own line. Wales are panicking as well.
If ever there's a message for the Dragonhearts, this is a must-complete set, but they're being forced towards the try line. Their own. Harrington.
Joe Collins is looking a little bit wary, I think he might be the weak link in defence here if they're not careful.
Now 10 metres away from their own line. Stelmachak. They're trying to alert Joe Collins from beneath us. Oh, Harrington. Oh, he's lost the ball. Oh, there's a penalty.
See.
Well, the Dragonhearts will lap that one up. This ball's heading our way.
It's not gone.
It's not gone.
Justice.
Well taken by Cam Taylor. He'll launch the counter attack. Hang on. And our referee sounded the whistle again. I have to admit, I'm confused here. Oh, in fact, our referee has suggested that Collins is going to have to come off.
Yeah, but it already said play on when the kick was took. So therefore, it's play on until the tackle, then you stop it. He's going to let him take the kick again.
So
questionable.
They get a last tackle play once again. Hang on, they're beginning a penalty here.
Dave, that's the wrong decision.
Closing stages of this game. Dragonhearts go on the attack. 2 balls on the field. Harrington will pass left. Lee keeps it moving to Moyle, who's been awesome this second half.
He's a great player, and you're not going to take anything away. If they win because of him, because of the way he plays. Actually, he's coming off, but he's had a great game.
Ball down the left-hand side. Dragonhearts reach the 22. Here's Harrington. Harrington just popping the ball out. Chance here for Howells. He's got there. Gareth Howells has scored. And I think that's game, set and match.
It will be the game, set and match. I think it's come through unfortunate circumstances. I don't think they should have been in that part of the field. But we will say Moyle, Selchek and Cunliffe have had a great game. For them, they've been really tough. They've been the backbone of this Wales team today.
So 26 points to 20 with this kick to come. I'm glad to report that rugby league's in rude health around the country, though.
Yeah, listen, if we're going to have a little moan about a refereeing decision there, all we do is we help the guy. We give him some little bit more training, get the guys down and help him make the smarter decisions. But listen, I'm not going to take it away. The game's been a great contest. So them lads will feel hard done by. They'll feel like they've done a really good job. I think the Lionhearts have done a really good job.
I think there's easily some of these guys that you've seen today who could play North West Counties or National Conference, isn't there?
Definitely some of these players could play Conference League, and I'm sure some of these boys probably have played Conference League. I'd like to see Schofield in a different setup as well. I'd like to see him with a Lions jersey on, to be fair, see what he could do with that.
Here's Mike Hurley. Strikes it. Oh, it's waved away. Score remains 26 points to 20 in favour of the Welsh Dragonhearts. As I mentioned before, celebrating their 25th year of existence. It's been a really good contest, this one. We've reached 18 minutes by both my stopwatch and by Terry's watch. And here come the Lionhearts down the right-hand side. There's Neath.
Go.
Can they get one back here? Hinton. Huge carry. Look at that.
Keep going.
Busts his way through the first challenge. Ball comes left. Here's Neild. Another big carry.
Right, you've got numbers on the left.
Referee spotted a head injury.
He has to blow up there. He's got a knock to the face and the head. Safety first.
Nice quick call there from our match official.
Gareth?
So 26 points to 20.
Last set, probably.
The checking on the fitness there of Liam Watton. All the protocols to be followed. Five metres away from those posts. Is there another twist or turn in this game? Southern Lionhearts still have possession. Stanfield passes left. Oh,
he spilled it.
That was
he's had a great game.
That was perhaps the twist and turn that I wasn't wanting.
Yeah, O'Hare's had a great game, and it just bobbed up a little bit too quick for him. He couldn't catch it.
Harrington passes in field. Steady as you like in this set as far as the Dragonhearts are concerned.
Up your jumper time for them boys. Everybody's got an aching muscle and a broken ankle.
Tell you what, that's a big collision. He's done well to get the metres that he has done there.
Schofield's in the middle of that for defence though. Boom!
Huge collision. Stanfield, he didn't miss, did he?
No, he didn't.
Harrington to his right. There's
Then
Hurley.
again, Owen Yowens didn't stand back neither, did he?
No. Now it's run through that middle once again by the Dragonhearts. Still inside their own half at the end of this set, so it's been a good set defensively. Little chip over the top coming in from Shane Lee. Levi Myers collects. If we need a long ranger, not a lone ranger.
This lad can do it if he can get away.
Well, he hands away from the first one. Can't escape the clutches of 2 and 3 defenders who come at him.
Full
and the
time.
final whistle sounds, which means that the Dragonhearts have done it this afternoon. Down here at the Knoll, they've won by 26 points to 20 this afternoon. It's been an entertaining game.
The game's been a great game. Probably one decision's probably changed the result there. But listen, positives out of negatives. That was a great competition. I think if we can get a return fixture with these boys early next year, and we do that over, say, somewhere like Emil or Oxford, I think the boys will show up. It's been a great competition. No disrespect. I thought the Lionhearts did us really, really proud, and I thought on the day, I think a draw would have been a fair result.
Stuart, it's been great having you alongside me. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon.
Thank you, Dave.
And thanks for your insight as well regarding the Lionhearts setup. It's great to hear about it.
Just keep reminding these lads who are in regional rugby, who don't think they've got a chance of getting a little bit of rep rugby or possibly going on a tour. It's coming your way.
And talking about things coming your way, we have another game for you on our league tomorrow. Steve Manning will be your commentator as Terry will make the long trip up to Millham, and it's going to be an under-17s encounter in the 3 Counties Championship between Cumbria and Yorkshire. 1 o'clock kickoff, so please join Terry and Steve for that. But we'll leave you in the knowledge that the Dragonhearts have won by 26 points to 20 this afternoon, thanks to tries through Corey Harris, Adam Watton, Grant Harrington, Gareth Howells and Luca Owen-Yowens. Mike Hurley has kicked 3 goals, and in response the Lionhearts have come up with tries themselves through Cam Taylor, Ben Thyler, John Stanfield and Matt Neild. 2 goals from the boot of Josh Spearing, and we'll sign off from here at the Knoll. Thanks for joining us.